Hello. Thank you for the follow, Kitzel. I was just joking around with some friends earlier, and we're talking about Kirby for some reason. I have a free day, so I figured I might stream some Kirby. This is a game I've played as long as I can remember. It's a remake of Kirby's Adventure, I believe it's called. And I'm already showing my skill level in it. I've played Kirby a long time, and I've always had a mild obsession with Kirby. So I think this is my first time playing it on stream. Actually, back in the day, I loved Kirby games so much that I had to go in for like a dental surgery. I don't remember what it was for, but my mom made a little plush Kirby for me to take with me for like comfort or whatever. And I ended up pretty much holding on to it as long as I could. It's faster if I do it this way. Actually got some pretty funny anesthesia stories. There was one time, I've told this story a few times on stream. I was coming out of anesthesia, and I could see the nurse to my right and my mom to my left. But I was seeing double. And so I asked my mom, "Why are there two of you?" And she said, "There aren't two of me, honey, I'm just fat." I said, "No, you're not fat, you're just easy to see." And I fell back asleep at that point. But apparently the nurse cracked up because people aren't usually making jokes that quickly. Oh, first try. This is one of two Kirby Game Boy Advance games that I grew up playing a lot. I'll definitely play the other one at some point, Nightmare in Dreamland. Or No, this is Nightmare in Dreamland. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Which is significantly different from this game. It's got the same graphics, but, oops. But the layout is much less linear. I'm used to much quicker reaction times. Like, there's so many frames in between me hitting B and the ability actually working. These are museum levels. I could get a new ability. Funny thing about that boss, he wasn't always called Mr. Frosty. In the other Game Boy Advance Kirby game, they misspelled his name, and so he was known as Mr. Flosty. Actually kind of want Spike. Has a bigger range than Ice. You can just sit there. Be invincible to everything. And speaking of invincible... don't really need the one-ups. I remember having a little Game Boy as a kid, the original Game Boy. And just playing the original Kirby and Kirby 2 on it. Along with Wario Land, either 2 or 3, whichever one you fight the basketball rabbit in, which I never got past. Gosh, the delay is so bad. I guess I'm used to the more modern Kirby games where you press a button and almost immediately your weapon strikes. Which I think that also takes place in, like, even semi-old Kirby games like, Squeak Squad, which for a very long time was my favorite. It would be hard to pick a favorite Kirby game, but honestly, Kirby Air Ride is up there. I've spent a lot of time on Kirby Air Ride. think I got second or third. How that happened, I don't know. That's right. Tornado is not as useful in this game as it is in most. I wish I could play Kirby in the Forgotten Land on my stream, because it's easily one of the best Kirby games. Literally my only complaint about Kirby in the Forgotten Land is that during the, I will say, post-final boss section, to prevent any spoilers, the music is too repetitive. Like, there's only one track for like 6 levels. Need sword for that, don't I? Oh, that didn't last long. I'm also used to having more sword abilities. Yeah, that's right, there's absolutely nothing down there, you will just die. I think I can play Kirby Squeak Squad on stream, though. I always thought these were just the coolest enemies. Mainly because I like purple. I have no clue what the point system is in the bottom right. Never used it. Never gotten anything with it. Okay, that's heading towards me. It's usually my least favorite one to get taken out first. Two for two. There was, I believe, 2 years in a row. Whoops! Oh, first death. There was 2 years in a row where all I wanted for Christmas was a Kirby game. It was the two that came out for the Wii. One of them was like an anniversary edition that had all kinds of games with it. And one of them is Return to Dreamland, I believe. I don't need that. I gain absolutely nothing from this, but might as well have some fun. Hello, Cyan. That emote totally matches the music in this level. This is one of my childhood favorite games. I am winning. I only died once, and I blame that on input lag. The biggest problem with this game is that it's a remake of the original, and it has terrible input lag, but I grew up playing it, and after, 20 years, I should be used to it. Okay, I forget what's in this level. I'm just gonna go without an ability. I believe it's faster. That was a good dodge. That was not. Oh, I want that. Oh! Ah. That would have gotten me Crash, which does a lot of damage. There we go. Alright, enjoy your Bible study, Cyan. Oh, there's something over there for some reason. Knew that was gonna happen. I forget those things fall faster than other enemies. Someone pointed out once, and it makes a lot of sense, that after a certain amount of games, all of Kirby's enemies started being from different planets and universes and such, because everyone in Popstar just knows not to mess with Kirby. I also like that the ability is called Mike with a K-E instead of a C. One more for overkill. After this game, multiple of the abilities got fused together, like fire plus burning, and ice plus freeze. I'm just gonna take damage anyway. Also, in certain games, you can jump with wheel. Oh, I'm gonna die. Nice. And you can't do that in this game. You get a really funny ability with this, after this boss. Backdrop. Wrestling Kirby. I get that this is going to be a little bit outdated because of it being a remake and all, but the pacing of this game is not as good as some of the others. See if I remember what to do here. Nice. Gonna make that mistake again. High jump might be useful later. It's one of my least favorite abilities when I was a kid, along with Ball. Kirby just turns into a bouncy ball because the hitbox time for Ball is just so not intuitive. Made no sense to me. Not too worried about lives. The game is pretty forgiving. Quick draw. Not gonna do too many of these, but my average is about 20. Meta Knight's tough. That's how it was. I used to be really good at this game. But honestly, it's been a few years since I played it, so... What am I missing? Doesn't show anything. Okay. Nice. Now the microphone effect, that copy ability is pretty much Crash times 3 in this game. So in later games they would make it, make the microphone ability audio, like, directional based. There we go. That's what I was missing. I'm probably not going to do all the mini games. Just showed off each one as they came. One of these corners has something in it. Clearly I don't need light. This, I believe, is Krakow. No. Shine and Bright. I do not remember how to fight these. I'm probably going to die. Just like that. Laser wouldn't be too bad for this fight, but I think I'll just... keep with, no ability. Come on. There's one. Dragon Ball Z Sun. Playing this, I realized that I'm much better streaming when there's a collaboration. I feel I'm better with banter than solo commentary. I remembered that was there, and I tried to dodge it. Did not work. Okay. Sometimes you hit left, and left just doesn't left. Or right. There was one level later on in, I think, World 6 that just took me forever to find the secret as a kid. And I'll point it out when I come to it. It's one of the levels with the pirate ship where you fight, Bonkers the monkey. The other idea that I had today was possibly playing Link's Awakening with hacks, as I did with Minish Cap. Okay. But that shall come another day. Just heal up. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Thought that was, Arena. You know, in the original game, there were different, mini-games. There's one that was a claw machine, and this one was with actual, like, cowboys and guns. It's quite funny. Kirby later would get a gun. Can I do that? I can. I remember this one had a secret that I think took me a while as well. I think. Something along the bottom. I remember I kept having to go into this level multiple times. Or something. Maybe not. No, there is something in there. Maybe it's something up top. Okay, so I think it is that last door there, maybe. One here. Kirby will stop walking over it. There we go. Not for the sake of getting anything, just for the sake of 100%. That's the arena one. Do not want ball. Well, I think this is one of the speed ones. I believe this boss is called Fan Fan. I'll probably have to go back into this level. Oh, I can go down here. There we go. Enough. I remember not what most of the secrets are. I just remember there are secrets. And where some of them are. Like, relatively. What levels they're in. There we go. This is a fun ability. I say as I lose it. Quietly eating something on the side because I ate before stream, but I'm still hungry. Something odd about this game is that in the original, there was no elephant mini-boss. It was a turtle. Same moveset, gave you the same ability and everything. My goodness, come on. 5 in a row. 6. 7? Is this boss broken? There we go. But I don't know why they changed that. It's like one of the most unusual differences. No, I think this is the one that has the door somewhere. It's like, yeah, right there in the corner. Perfect. Remembering to hydrate. Because there was one stream I went, I don't remember what I was playing. But streamed for like 3 hours and forgot to hydrate the entire time. That was much quicker than I remember it being. Typically, Krakow has a lot of health. Hello, Crud Muffin. Enjoy your day. Need to go down there. Okay, correction, I did not need to go down there. I'll bother with those if I start to get low on lives, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Especially considering I'm like over halfway through the game at this point, and I have 16 lives. This level and the level after it kind of drag a little bit, in my opinion, but level 8 is my favorite, so it's worth it. I believe I missed something. It's one of those things where I need to burn the bushes down. No. I believe there's a 1-up down here. No, it's the door on the other side that I'm thinking of. Oh, okay. Whatever. can't remember. I've watched the tasks of, like, every Kirby game I've played. And there's always, like, one ability that is used throughout most of it for the sake of speed. I think in this game it... Oh, what the heck? That stunned me all the way down. I think in this game it might be, Backdrop. I can't remember for sure. It's one thing I highly enjoy doing. If you have a game that you like really love and have just played all your life, I recommend looking up a speedrun or specifically a task for it, tool-assisted speedrun. Because you're gonna find you did not know near as much about the game as you thought you did. Invincibility frames are fun. Until I need that health. Right now it would be a good thing to have, you know? Oh, nice. At least it sets you, like, right outside of the boss room to give you a second to prepare. Same one almost got me again. I'm kind of disappointed that there's no power-ups from those guys. Spear and axe and javelin. Spear would eventually become power up, but I don't think so about the others. Tell you what though, I spent years waiting for Kirby GameCube to come out because I was fascinated by some of the new abilities that they had, like broom and water. It's one of the two games that I'm gonna admit, like, you know, I wouldn't mind if someone got a hold of it and dumped it online. Sure, it's illegal, but worse has happened. Kirby GameCube and early builds of Mario Sunshine. Just fascinating. I actually beat Mario Sunshine for the first time earlier this year. So, let me think, 2007. Halloween, I went to my grandma's for Christmas, and she lived next to my cousin, and my aunt and uncle, her parents. And she had a game system that I'd never heard of before, called the GameCube. And she had Mario Sunshine. I was just fascinated by it. It looked so different than 3D Mario I was used to, which was just Mario 64 at that point. I played it a good bit, and I mentioned to my grandma that that would be what I want for Christmas. And as she always did, that's what she managed to get me and my brothers for Christmas. And along with that game, she also got this other game called Kirby Air Ride, which has become one of my absolute favorite games over the years. And I'll probably end up playing it on stream at some point. Okay, somehow again I missed something. Gotta be back at the start of the level. Nice. There it is. Nice. Don't even give me a chance. Okay, I don't remember how you're supposed to do this. Maybe like that. I can't remember if it will count if I leave the level. It does, okay. This saves me some time. But I've been playing the game since then. Mario 64, or Mario Sunshine, that is. And I just never beat it because that final level is just so difficult. But surprisingly, it only took me one day to get through the final level and final boss this time. There's a... Okay, I see what I need to do. Go back and get the rock ability. No, Hammer? No, it is rock. No hammer would work. Oop. Gosh. No, I do need hammer. Man. Is there even hammer in this level? Neither of those. Can't remember where I encountered Bonkers last. No, this is not. I think what I'll do is I'll just come back when, unless this says Bonkers. It does! I was gonna say I'll come back when, I come across Hammer next. It happens to be right here. Gosh, this is gonna be a nightmare. No pun intended, for once. I'm so used to advanced abilities. Oh my gosh. By advanced abilities, I mean, like, there's two moves you have with this. You can press B, or you can press B in the air. In other games, you can, like, press B and up at the same time, and it does a special strike. Dude? Maybe I just... I don't think booking it would just help. Because I keep doing that. But at least when I get hit that way, my ability goes backwards instead of forwards. All this for a button that I'm likely not even going to use. Yep, just for that. This is an interesting boss. one of two, like, auto-scroller bosses in the game, along with the second of 3 final bosses. Come on. Perfect. Okay. Oh no. I remember this level causing me trouble. I need something that can beat that. I can't exit through the door until I actually beat the level. So I'll just have to come back through. Unless that's literally all there is, and it's just a one-up. That was close. Okay, I need something like sword, which I just skipped over there at the end. I realized right as I was killing it. This should work. Make it slow and steady. Or, yeah, I could just do that. Didn't even think of it. Now I really need to take it slow and steady. I don't remember what to do for that. Here we go. Don't remember if that's the intended solution, but it works. Angry looking Kirby there for a second. Well, fortunately that wasn't too far away. Once you complete this game, you actually get a second mode called Meta Nightmare. I knew I needed rock for something. I guess I'll have to come through this level again. That's why I didn't like this level, because there was so much backtracking, and I realized, oh, I needed that. I don't even remember what I was saying. I was saying something, and I don't remember. It's not even ever have one of those days, it's just one of those lifetimes. To be fair, I was trying to keep rock, and then I missed my jump. Take 3. If I can stop jumping in puddles, please. Dude. Come on. I believe this was the level that took me forever to figure out why I was missing as a kid. Yep, this is it. What I need to do, I believe, involves hammer down here. Take it up. There we go. Good Kirby. Yeah, there's just this little crack right here. Okay. cute. Oh, I remember. Nice. Jump! I told you to jump! I can see why this took me a while as a kid. All that for bomb lobbers. Off to distant lands. Laser was another one that I did not like as a kid because the attack box was just so thin. I can't remember what's down here, but I feel like it's important. Yeah, somewhat. I forgot that. Quick heal. Man, I had a heck of a day yesterday. I have this problem where if I miss my meds, very particular med, I start to get weird symptoms like my emotions are very volatile, I'm anxious, I get fuzzy feeling in my lips and hands when I move. And it's, you know, if I miss my meds by even a few hours. But it can also take place if I'm sick. And while I'm not directly sick, I had a small infection on my hand, which I got some medicine for. But most of my immune system was going towards helping to fight this infection in my hand, so my body didn't absorb the medicine as well as it needs to. And so I started feeling really wonky yesterday. To the point that there's a streamer that I really appreciate and love being there for the streams, and I ended up just not being able to go into the stream for the first, like, few hours because I was feeling so overwhelmed. I'm just gonna die. I was already feeling so overwhelmed, and there was, like, 7 or 8 people in the collaboration, and I'm like, if I try that, I'm gonna have a panic attack. Come on. Yes! I ended up going in later in stream. I'm greatly appreciative of how supportive Honey Island and her community are. And how understanding they are. I believe there's something down here, is there not? Yes, I need burning. Or can UFO do it? Don't think there's anything in here that helps. Whatever. UFO is weird. It is simultaneously the most overpowered yet useless ability. Because you get beams that can destroy metal blocks, you can fly wherever. You get the electric beam, like beam sword, whatever it is. But then you have, like, the dumbest weaknesses, like water. Or, ladders. Yeah, that's right. These enemies take more than one hit, depending on the ability. surely going to die to this boss because this is probably the hardest boss in the game. And you have to have a sword. And unlike Meta Knight here, Kirby only has one attack with sword in this game. Can't even press the select button to get rid of it. Come on. There we go. And on to the final level. I remember this level being a lot of fun. The hidden thing there. Not really hidden, but I guess it kind of directs you to actual hidden things. I need burning. Perfect. Did not plan to beat this game 100%. Like in one stream, but I guess that's where this is going, because I forgot how short this game is. But now I really want to go back and play Return to Dreamland, or not Return to Dreamland, Forgotten Land. That is almost a perfect game. Holy crap. Kick you back out to the very start. You die. I've thus far gone through the game without save states, so I really don't want to start using them now. Give me some time to dodge. I did pick the harder of the two paths. Each time there's a boss rush in a Kirby game, there's always a hidden pathway that you can take, in which it's much harder. I always go for that because there's usually an extra reward there. Nice. Okay. I thought that would have killed it. Glad I jumped. Slowly getting more used to the delayed controls. Oh. I wonder if this boss was the inspiration for what will become one of the serious characters in Forgotten Land. Especially when it becomes the flame form. I'm surprised to pick that up. I'm not gonna spoil the significance of it. And that's your reward. Also, I'm pretty sure in the original game on the NES, you could not, you couldn't take UFO out of levels. I can't remember if they changed that in this or not. I know UFO, for all its might, is very limited. For the 3 Kirby games that share this graphic style, I've completed 2 of them 100%. I've technically completed all 3 100%, but for some reason in my one full playthrough of Nightmare in Dreamland, or what's it called? Amazing Mirror, there was something in level 5 that, despite me getting it, it never registered and the game was stuck at like 99%. And I was so confused because I went through like every tutorial I could find. And just, it all said everything that I got in that level. Never made sense. Okay. I'm not even, like, bothered with dying because I've got so many lives. And I can always get more. I was just about to say, fortunately this boss isn't too hard, so I shouldn't be dying to him. Any day now. Clearly the game wants me to get wheeled. And immediately die. I didn't even see it. Okay. You know, when you see stuff like this, you understand why they put a timer on, like, how much Kirby can float. Because so many of the levels can just be cheesed that way. I forget how I'm supposed to do this. Clearly not like that. Yeah, this was always, like, the last thing that I really had trouble with. I don't even remember how. Yes! It's not even like a required thing. Might not even be how you're supposed to do that. But it works, so I did it. And here's the throwback level. Back when I used to play this play Kirby on my old Game Boy. Just not gonna bother with it. Used to play the first 2 levels over and over again, and then stop after the double boss. Because that was just what I found fun. It's another game that I've played that I've never actually beaten. I got to King DDD and then lost all of my lives. Don't need it. Yeah, I remembered there being a secret in here. I remember where it is now. Right here. I like how they give you maximum tomato as if that's going to make a difference, because you immediately get healed upon pressing the button anyway. So there's 3 parts to this final boss. There's King DDD, then Nightmare Orb, then Nightmare Wizard. And first is standard, boss fight. The second is a side-scroller. And then there's another kind of standard boss fight. Now, I learned the hard way one time that there is a time limit to the side-scroller fight. But it's a very generous time limit. Nice. More hit. 2 more hits. Okay. Does it give me healing? I forget. Oops. You deal with it. It does give me healing. Okay. Time to throw. I do not remember the patterns of this boss. My gosh! Part of the problem is I'm used to seeing the tasks of this, where it just follows the movements and hits every possible thing. I didn't even see those. Man. Fortunately, I have so many lives. Seems like I'm gonna need them. Especially if I keep falling for the same patterns. Come on. One more. There we go. Yeah, if you sit here for too long, you'll just like crash into the moon or whatever. Three hits. Dang it. He, like you, only has 6 hits. Which is not a lot for a boss. But easy enough. Choose extra mode, which is the same game but half the health. Which you saw how well I did with only 6 health, so only 3 is not gonna work. I gotta get in more practice if I want to do that, which I really don't. Our hero Kirby has fought bravely to recover the Star Rod, but King Dedede didn't mean any harm. He certainly wasn't trying to harm the Fountain of Dreams. They all began when the nightmares appeared in the fountain, because that makes sense if you don't think about it. The nightmares rode the currents of the Fountain of Dreams, wreaking havoc and tormenting the residents of Dreamland. When DDD hid the Star Rod at the power of the source of the Fountain of Dreams, he was actually hiding it safely from the nightmares. Borrowing DDD's power, Kirby managed to defeat the nightmares. Now that the Star Rod is returned to the fountain, everyone's dreams will return. So fluff up your pillow and get ready for a good night's sleep. It is 4 in the afternoon. Kirby with the TAS aim. And that was Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. As I said, I did not expect... I did not plan to beat the game 100%. But as you can see, I already did that. Multiple times, in fact. This one has 100% on extra mode too, and on Meta Nightmare. I might do Meta Nightmare at some point, might not, don't know yet. But thank you for coming. Remember to take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and remember, by the blood of Christ, you are worth it.